What's up, Austin, Texas? Live and direct.
Poe Leos.
Poe Leos. How do you spell your name before we get into the...
It's P-O-E, and then my last name is Leos, L-E-O-S.
Poe Leos.
Yeah, first time at this show, and being able to show some new music like I did now, and show the new vibes I've been working on for the last couple years.
Well, we're gonna talk about those vibes. We're gonna talk about how you got started in music, and just where you want to go, what's your vision, and about a collaboration that she just presented. Incredible that you did with Julieta Venegas. So we're going to talk about that. Primero que nada, how do you feel about performing in this world-renowned music festival? How was the pressure, the butterflies? What were you expecting?
Not to get right into it, but my family comes from a long line of musicians in Chihuahua, and they're really known for being amazing musicians. So since a child, I've been performing since I was 3, even if it was family events. So this feels like the home for me is the stage. I feel like the happiest and the carefree type of vibe. But I definitely felt like today was a full circle moment to be able to present to people from last year to this year the growth, and so they can experience this record for the first time before the rest of the world hears it.
So is this your first record? How long have you been doing this music? Are you rapping, doing some singing as well? I heard singing, I heard some hip hop, some flow. How long have you been doing this?
So I've been singing professionally since I was 15, but singing my whole life really. But rap actually just came in, and it was a new thing for me, and I just decided to, put something in there, an element that I feel like is a little bit more interchangeable between Mexico and the U.S. because we do have Mexican rap. We don't have Mexican R&B as much, but we have Mexican rap. So I always try to find bridges and ways to connect people together, because my main thing is being able to connect people regardless of their age, the gender, of where they're from, and who they might be. Because I feel like I'm like a sign or a poster child for bridges and connections in the world, because the people who've helped me in this industry are people from the South of the United States, and the people who raised me are people from straight out of Mexico. And I come from a long line of moving around to the United States. I've been in a lot of states, living there and working and meeting people, and I think that's a part of life, is being able to connect people together.
And you live in the West Coast now? You live in California?
Yes, I'm in LA now.
And this is your second time in Texas?
Yes, it is. Technically, yes.
So what do you want in the West Coast? What do you hear? Because there's a lot of people from LA that have moved here to Austin, Texas. A lot of people in the past couple of years. Everybody's moving here to Austin, Texas. What do y'all hear in California? That we still we're on horses or cowboy hats? Or what's the stereotype? What were you hearing before you came over here?
I'm not a stereotype type person, but I definitely assumed a couple of things. I did think it was gonna be a lot of hipsters out here, and I was wronged by that. I came out here and I saw a lot of good vibes, a lot of crazy different things, eclectic, different genres of music, types of people. So I think it's really the stereotype is broken. There's no stereotypes anymore for Austin, Texas. It's gonna be a music mecca. It is a music mecca already. For me, it's gonna be a new one. I'm experiencing it barely, but I believe that this is definitely a home for artists.
How did you get discovered? How did you end up? You're signed now. You've got a great team behind you. Big shout out to all of your team, everybody doing this event.
Shout out to Country Chris,
Sync Music,
Stanley Randolph.
Todas las disqueras. How did you get discovered? How did you land your deal? A lot of people want to know how you're doing it. How is a young, talented female artist landing a deal? How did it come about?
I gotta say that it wasn't necessarily a fast, one hit wonder discovery. It was you work and you learn and you grow and you experience and you get the right people around you to believe in you just as much as you do, maybe even more than you believe in yourself. And you got the right team to put you in a package to send you off. And so I think for me, my first discovery moment was when I was singing at quinceañeras when I was 15. I would walk in and I'd be sing happy birthday, and I walk out, and then everybody would go follow me on Instagram. And actually, so I sang for a girl named Tate, and her dad happens to be my now manager, Country Chris. And so that was my first discovery moment. And from then on, he decided to put everything down, and he believed in me just like my mother did, just like I do. And so we just took it on the road and started coming to LA. We met Stanley Randolph. Stanley Randolph put me on musically. I think I wouldn't be anywhere near where I was today if I didn't have Stanley Randolph by my side making the amazing sounds you hear today, including Nobody Got It with Julieta Venegas.
That's what I was going to get into next. You hooked up with Julieta Venegas, another superstar, female singer from Mexico. And you did your performance, you performed that song. Tell us about that collaboration. And how did they come together, and how was it working with Julieta Venegas?
Okay, so let me start from the top. So literally I did that thing where like, you throw a shot in the dark. And so I was like on Instagram, I posted a picture of me. And I put my song in the background and I tagged her in it. And I was like, imagine if Julieta Venegas was on my remix. I swear to you, look me in the eyes, I swear to you, I did not think she was gonna respond. She commented, she was like, va, mándame la canción. I called my mother. The first thing I did was, I didn't even message her. I just called my mother. I was like, Mom, you remember the Cologne car rides, limón y sal, andar conmigo, and bro.
Wow.
That was it. Julieta Venegas to me is honestly the purest soul I've ever met in music history. Like, I'd never met someone so kind and so willing to help and put her career, to help me boost mine.
Very
like, that
humble
was
too. Very low-key,
humble.
very chill.
Man, we need more people like Julieta Venegas in the world.
That's what you're here for. That's why you're here. You're gonna take that. You're gonna take the whole movement, the Latina movement, the artistry to the next level.
Hell yeah.
Where do you want to go with your music? What's your big dream? ¿Qué es lo que quieres hacer? ¿Qué es tu sueño grande? Travel the world, reach new audiences, of course, but personally, what's your big achievement?
Pues mi sueño más grande es poder tener así a mi familia todos juntos unidos y viendo que la música mexicana y la música pop está generando un buzz grande en el mundo y poder como representar a la música nueva de los mexicanos que viene llegando así en la nueva generación Z y poder ser una de esas caras, porque en cada generación tenemos aquí mínimo 10 personas que representan y yo creo que ese es el tiempo para que los mexicanos representen esta generación. Chihuahua, nacida en Chihuahua. Sí.
No le diste por lo norteño.
No, mira.
Movimiento Z, voz,
no puedo mentir. Mira, empecé con mariachi.
¿Bailas norteñas?
Sí, claro que sí, bailo lo que sea, bachata, norteña, no me importa, guapango, hasta zapateo, bailé ballet folclórico desde niña. Desde los 5 años a los 13 años bailé ballet folclórico, me las sé todas. Pero mira, la verdad, mi mamá empezó con la música mariachi. Ella me entrenaba con las rancheras, así, Pedro Infante, Vicente Fernández, Ana Gabriel, Juan Gabriel, de todo, cantaba de todo. Y hasta de salsa a veces, merengue. Pero la verdad lo que me gustaba mucho es que la música pop, para mí sentía como que tenía una mano en el mundo entero, en vez de nomás en un lado del mundo. Aunque la música mexicana sí se reconoce por todos rumbos. Yo quisiera poder representar con lo que yo crecí, porque yo crecí en los Estados Unidos, pero yo me la mantuve el tiempo en Chihuahua, o sea, cada verano, como les decía. Sí, entonces, para mí la representación más grande es poder decir que la música es de todos, no de nomás de una persona, de un estilo de música, o así de una etnicidad, like ethnicity-wise. It's for everybody. So I think pop, we know pop means popular music, and I believe Mexican music is popular music. So I consider myself a Mexican pop artist. So I think that's my goal, is to be able to put my face on that genre and push that genre forward and inspire other kids to break the genre barriers and be able to try whatever they want to do.
Well, there you have it, mi gente. Poe Leos in the house here in Austin, Texas. If you're listening to this podcast on Spotify, check out the video on YouTube. Who knows, 10 years from now, we can look back at this interview and do another one and see where you're at. I'm looking forward to following you and your music career and seeing where it all leads to. Felicidades, la verdad. Y make sure you share this video and show some support. Your social media?
My social media, you can follow me on Instagram at Poe Leos, Poeleos, and you can find me on Spotify, Apple Music, any music platforms. And run it up.
Can you give us a little bit of flow? Can you do something? And we can freestyle if you want. Can you give us a hook of one of your hits?
Yeah.
That would be awesome para la gente.
Es la forma que me encantas, como café por la mañana, y la forma en que tú bailas. Nobody got it like that. Ooh.
South by Southwest 2023, Austin, Texas, en la casa.
Period.
See ya. Thank you, Poe Leos. Thank you so much.